everyone, a couple months ago I bought this 2008 Toyota Land Cruiser. The previous owner had made some modifications to it, most of which I like, but I've always kind of had a vision for one of these, and turning that vision into a reality means changing out these wheels. These are 18-inch Tundra wheels. They are wrapped in BF Goodrich KO2 all-terrain tires. I don't really have a problem with them, but they just don't really align with my vision for this vehicle. So I am putting together a new set of wheels and tires for this thing, and I thought I'd make this video to show you exactly what goes into putting together a new set of wheels and tires for your vehicle. And when I say full set, I really do mean full set. I could have easily just swapped out these wheels with the wheels that I want to use, but I kind of wanted to go through this exercise. So I have here everything you need to put together 4 wheels and tires plus a matching spare for, in my case, a 200 series Toyota Land Cruiser. And yeah, I'm gonna put together a matching spare, so you'll notice there's actually 5 of pretty much everything here. I wanna do a 5 tire rotation, so I won't only have a matching spare at all times, but every time I rotate these tires, I'll include the spare in the rotation, and that way I'll get about 25% extra life out of my tires. I have this little corner set up to show everything that's going into one wheel. So let's start with the wheels themselves. These are 18-inch Toyota OEM steel wheels. Toyota offers a variety of steel wheel designs across the world. These were actually offered in the US. They came on the Tundra, on base model Tundras for a couple years, I think about a decade ago. I bought 4 of these for $200. I bought them used. They came with tires, and I sold the tires for 80 bucks. So I'm into 4 of them for $120. So that's $30 each. And then I had to buy a 5th because, like I said, I'm doing a matching spare. The 5th cost me, I think, $60 or $70. Then the used wheels were pretty ugly. They had some rust on them. It looked like someone had painted them black and then tried to remove the paint. So I just had them sandblasted and powder coated, and for all 5 wheels that came to $375, which was actually pretty reasonable compared to the other price quotes I got. The tires I'm using are these BF Goodrich KO2 all-terrains. They are size 275/70 R18. They're about the biggest size tire you could fit on this vehicle without lifting it any more than it's already lifted. And they're actually the same exact tire that's on it right now. I've used these tires really since I've owned my 100 series Land Cruiser. So that's since about 2016. I don't have any complaints. They've worked well for me. There are more modern tire designs out there. So if you're looking for a truck-oriented all-terrain tire, I'd recommend doing some research and finding out which models offer the attributes that you're looking for. I actually had a contact at BFG though, so I reached out, told them I was making this video, writing an article, and they sent these to me at no cost. Moving on, here are the other little things that you might forget about when putting together a new set of wheels and tires. Here's a center cap. That's pretty obvious. It just clips on here. Since these wheels are no longer used though, these center caps are actually pretty tough to find. It's pretty hard to find them directly from Toyota. I think I found some, but they were really overpriced. I ended up paying about $15 a piece for these, and I had to buy them on eBay. I got 3 of them as a set, and then I had to buy this one individually, and the cost of each one averaged out to about 15 bucks. So I'm in these for about $60. I had to get new lug nuts because these steel wheels use a different type of lug nut than these alloy wheels use. You can see the alloy wheels have that collar around them there. These steel wheels use what's called an acorn style lug nut. So you can see they kind of have this conical shape to them, or acorn shape. And that's gonna just sit in that little depression there really nicely. So they're Toyota OEM. So everything here so far is OEM. And they were $1.58 a piece, plus about $12 for shipping. I bought 22 of them. I really only need 20, but I figured I'd just get a few extras. And all in, these came to, I think, about $45 shipped. I bought them from OEMpartsource.com. Then finally, you need TPMS sensors. The 200 series Land Cruiser has individual tire pressure readings for all 4 wheels plus the spare wheel. So on the dashboard, there's a little readout that shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wheels, and then their individual pressures. Unfortunately, it doesn't show the position of the wheels. That's kind of dumb, but either way, you need to get a specific kind of TPMS sensor to work with that system. So I got these. They are Denso, which is Toyota's OEM supplier, and I got 4 of them. They were about $36 a piece, so that got pretty pricey. That came to about $145. And then for the 5th one, I'm just gonna salvage it out of this old spare, which is right here. I'm just gonna dismantle this thing. The tire's about 10 years old, and you really only wanna keep a tire for about 6 years before it's gonna start to dry out. So this tire needs to be thrown away. I don't really have a use for this wheel, and I really wanted to have a matching spare. So I'm gonna pull the TPMS sensor out of this spare wheel, because like I said, even the spare has an individual pressure readout here in the 200 series, and then I'll just use that as my 5th. So what I'm getting at is I only bought 4 of these guys right here. Anyway though, there's a look at everything I needed to buy. Finding everything took about a month, and then shipping took probably about 6 weeks all in. So just to recap, wheels about $200, powder coating came to $375. These tires in this size retail for about $260 each, so call that about $1,300. Center caps were $60, TPMS sensors came to $140, and then the lug nuts came to, we'll call it $50 for the sake of simplicity. So let's do some quick math. 60, 140 is 200, 50 on top of that is 250. Wheels was about 200, so that's 450. Powder coating was 375, so that is 825. And then the tires would have come to about 1300, so 825 onto 1300 is about $2,125 for this full setup here. So there's your look at everything that goes into putting together a new set of wheels and tires for your vehicle. It was certainly more complicated and a little more expensive than I thought it was going to be. But either way, now that I have everything, I'm going to run this all down to the tire shop in the next day or so, have them installed, and then I'll do another video showing how they look and showing a couple other new things that I've done with my new Land Cruiser. Thanks for watching.